Good morning, UPBOptionMillionaires.com. It is a Friday. The jobs report is out. That's why it's about 10 minutes before the market's going to open. I'm just going to do a quick video here. You can see we had the nice spike off the lows yesterday. When we hit our lows, it looked like everything was falling to pieces. We suddenly came back, had a strong rally, and then overnight we continued to rally. The SPY is up over the 195.50 level, and if you look, I think I've got this up. Well, I'll bring up a chart here of Apple, which has been consolidating, actually downgraded after the bell yesterday. But look at the S&P 500 ETF, the spiders, and look where we are here. This is the Abenomics trend line that I keep bringing up in all my videos. Abenomics started in November 2012, the end of November, and you can see the trend line. We finally broke it with pretty good vigor to the downside this week, but this is the caveat that we have here. We're getting back. We need to get over 196 today to clear that level. Anything below that kind of keeps the door open for more losses that we've seen some sort of a top. The only thing that's kind of getting me a little concerned is look at the U.S. dollar index today, up over 1%, 1.1% higher, and this is on the heels of, and we pull it up from a long term. This is the S&P 500 futures. Look at that bottom we had yesterday. Nice reversal. Stock futures just melted higher. We had the big move up this morning on the jobs report. We're pulling back a bit, and maybe if you look at the short-term S&P 500 futures chart, that's some sort of a topping pattern. We have a left shoulder, right shoulder headed as the neckline. We'll see how that plays out today. I would expect stock prices to head higher. The unemployment rate dropped under 6% for the first time since 2008. That's pretty wild. But look at the U.S. dollar. Wow, we hit our lows yesterday. Reversed course, and it's just a massive move to the upside. JB was just talking about, look at that run-up we've had since the U.S. dollar really, and this is taking place as well. If you want to look back, this is when the the ECB came out with their negative interest rate policy, so the euro's been taking a hit. The dollar-yen cross has just been going wild. Look at this chart. I mean, this is something you're going to hear about over this weekend. It might be on the front of Barron's. So the strong U.S. dollar is going to affect exports. This strong U.S. dollar is going to affect profits for corporations. So this is probably going to be the next headwind you're going to hear all about. But if you want to look, we're still just a stone's throw away from record high stock prices. So, you know, if you want to talk about it all you want, the U.S. dollar still hasn't really affected the stock market. And something else to keep in mind is if the U.S. dollar continues to rally like that, you might see the Federal Reserve come in and try and curb that run-up. So let's look at some individual names heading into today that I like. Again, I got some DDD calls in the Ditto Trade account, not looking good, but DDD might see a bounce back up to support her at the $46 level today. We have Solar City, which I brought this chart up the other day. This is the long-term horizontal support. It's got, if you want to bring up another trend line, comes all the way across. We're right at it. We'll see if we can get a move up on that. Autodesk had an analyst day 2 days ago, and you can see the action. Beautiful there. And let's pull in a shorter-term chart. So Autodesk looking for higher prices. Garmin analysts aren't looking so positively on a stock, and I would look for this to come back down to 44. So I'm looking for a 44 for Garmin, but I'm not in any kind of puts yet. GoPro is coming back yesterday, and look at this beautiful hammer. So it's come back, consolidated. Again, this is going to continue to be a stock that is going to gain momentum and head over $100. And I want to bring up USO, which tracks oil. Gas prices have dropped to a 4-year low. 4 years! And you can see we've come up to this underside, former support, now resistance. And so if we can't get back above that, we could continue to see oil weakening. And if you want to look, we have the U.S. dollar rocketing, so we're seeing dollar-denominated assets declining, including, let's see how crude oil is doing today, getting smoked. So another almost 0.5% to the downside. All right, UPB here, OptionMillionaires.com. And we'll see how the morning shapes out, if we get a dip and then a rip, or let's look at what futures doing right this instant. Yeah, so we're seeing if we can get over this mark that we hit earlier this morning. And possibly burst a higher and close over 196 on the SPY, which tracks the S&P 500. UPB here, OptionMillionaires.com. I'll see you in the chat room. So yeah, jobs doing good, huh? At least the unemployment rate, people looking for unemployment. Who knows? I didn't look inside the numbers. Maybe we just had a complete drop-off of people actually looking for a job. All right, I'll see you in the chat room. Everyone have a great weekend, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.